Hello?
Hi, Tom. What are you doing?
Nothing much.
Oh.
What are you up to?
Nothing. Sitting on the front porch, watching the traffic go by.
Yeah. Is there much traffic?
It goes in spurts.
Do you see the Amish much?
No, we don't see the Amish. You mean the Hatians?
Well, the Mennonites, they ride their horse and buggy. Or horse and...
Well, when you go to Savannah, you might see one, but they're mainly over around Lawrenceburg and through there. A lot of them moved out of Perry County.
I've been watching a documentary about them in Ohio, I think it is.
Right.
We have a couple here.
Yeah, there's lots over by Elmira and stuff through there.
They all use the kerosene lamps like your grandfather or my grandfather and your mother had a lot of kerosene lamps.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I've still got them.
We're just like the Amish, except you just drive the truck and you like your computer and I like the computer, and some of them don't have their computers or anything. But.
Alright, well, there's a lot of them that are new order and old order.
Yeah, and then there's the Schwarbentruber, Schwartzentruber, something like that.
Right.
And the one guy said he's pricing all his acres at at least $30,000 an acre to sell it.
Right.
But you can rent acres, I didn't know, but there's people that rent 1 acre for $150 a year or whatever.
Yeah.
That's cheap, $150 a year to rent an acre.
Yeah, it's more than that here. You don't own it by renting it.
Yeah, I don't know why they would rent it, but you can price your land at whatever you want to price it at. So if somebody came up to you and said they wanted to buy an acre, you could say, I want $60,000 an acre.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you become rich or whatever.
Yeah.
Not been doing much. I gotta clean my apartment because they're doing their annual inspection in a couple days.
Right. I see. What's the weather like there?
Yeah, it's warm. Cold at night though.
Oh, is it? Why? What's the temperature during the day?
I don't know. 78 or 80 or something, like 75 or I don't know. So it's warm though. But at night it's starting to get cold, like it's starting to get cold out, like brisk or whatever.
Right.
We had a bad storm.
You had a bad storm?
It knocked the power out for a whole night or whatever. There was a tornado, but it wasn't a big, super strong one, but it took down a lot of trees.
Right.
And all that, and the power was out.
Oh. It's only down into about, around 70 at night here so far.
Yeah. You're now more south on the Tennessee than we were. We used to be on the north side of Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know what I found out too is FedEx is all headquartered in Memphis.
Yeah. So is UPS.
Yeah, so because it's a lot of videos, the FedEx this, FedEx that, and I use FedEx quite a bit or whatever. What you do with eBay and whatnot and all that, so.
Right.
I think it is mostly blacks that are working those FedEx factories or whatever, the exchange.
No, it's a mixture.
Oh, did you hear about what's going on in Texas? 10,000 Haitians just like infiltrated or whatever. They refugeed or whatever from Haiti. And now there's 10,000 Haitians all living under this one bridge in Texas, almost like the Cubans did in Florida and Miami. You know the movie Scarface? Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
Well, there used to be that Cubans all came from Cuba and they immigrated to Miami, like thousands of them, and they all lived under the bridge. Well, I guess they just 10,000 is what CNN said are living under the bridge in Texas, and they're all going to be hungry. And they're all going to be moving all around the United States. And some of them are going to be criminals, and some of them, who knows what it is, but it's 10th.
No, there's more than that. We've seen it on the news. They're turning them back. They ain't getting across the border. There's like there's more than 10,000. I forget.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen it. It was on the news the other night. But they're starting to turn them back.
Yeah, I heard Joe Biden didn't want. He wasn't having it. He said he was turning them back or something.
Fuck Joe Biden, that fucking liberal bastard.
I don't know. At least you guys can have your guns and whatnot. They got guns all tied up here. You have to have the certain license and all that. But then if you have any certain kind of charges or whatever, you can't get the license. But then you're unprotected if you have any property. People can just come in and take your stuff and whatnot, and you can't even protect yourself really.
Are you going to vote tomorrow?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not voting really, but I don't think it's going to be the Indian guy. There's an Indian guy, Jagmeet Singh. I don't think it'll be him.
Well, you don't make change unless you get out there and vote.
Yeah.
Everybody sits on their ass and they go bitch, 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 but you don't make change unless you get out there and vote.
It does, yeah. I don't care to change it anytime soon. It's all right, I guess. There's nothing you can do with them. There's all a certain kind of people.
No, you don't. That's an easy way out. If you don't vote, then you don't make change. That's the difference between Canada and the United States. People here get out and vote because they want change. Up in Canada, they sit back and take the vote.
But they are voting, but also the more money you earn, the more you can change. It's just basically the more wealthier you are, the more power you have in the world.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Still don't get change unless you get out there and vote.
Yeah, but these guys that you're voting for, they're just wealthy ones, and then they just hire people to do movies about them. It's like propaganda. If you ever look into the history of it all, they're just a person, but they have all these movies and these documentaries and these interviews and these speeches and all that. They produce them. They have them recorded. They're at home sitting on their couch, and people are getting obsessed with their speeches and whatnot.
Right.
That's all. It's all got to do with money. You got your you got your property and whatnot. You could build a whole community. I wish I had more kids. It all comes down to kids. If you have 5 sons and they're good sons and they're out working, each son that has a job or whatever, the sons are making big money for the family, and they're strong. You can't do nothing against these families that have 5 strong sons and all that, because you can't do nothing against them. They're guys. They got guns. They're covering it up. I know how it works now. It's basically like, believe it or not, Murder happens all the time. It's only the junkies are the ones getting caught. They're communities. They're taking people out. You never ever see them again. Everybody's got each other's back or whatever. The women are way different. They understand they have the reason why they're on the property and they get fed by the man and all that is because they keep quiet and they stick by their man and all that. And that's big, the biggest families. That's how they are. They do their business, and the women don't talk, and the kids don't talk, and the kids know this is our family, and we never rat on our family because that would take it all down. You know what I mean?
So what else you been doing?
Nothing. Nothing much. I don't know. Just waiting for the next month. I've been working and all that, but
I thought you didn't have to work. You get the checks now.
well, I get that, but I'm allowed to work too. But I can only make a certain amount of money before they start deducting it from my thing. But I can do extra stuff and make up to like $200 extra every month, like through my own means.
Right.
So I've been doing that. I got a sponsorship. They sent me like 5 pairs of underwear and all that to do a video of them.
Right.
Some good underwear. There's all types of companies or whatever. They'll send you the product for free if you just do a video with it or whatever. So I've been doing those, and I don't know, just trying to research. Been watching those Amish documentaries or whatever, and been watching the Hitler documentaries. I like Hitler documentaries or whatever, and looking at the United States, watching all the United States news and all that. And I don't know, not much. It's alright, just trying to get some good sleep.
Right.
I never had a listing account on eBay, but I'm gonna maybe start selling stuff on eBay. But I just created I already had an eBay account, but it's a whole separate thing for the seller's account or whatever, right? So they'll only.
You gotta have a bank account to sell on it.
Yeah, I got one, and they'll only let me sell up to $1,000 right now. I can't, so I have a limit, a seller's limit or whatever to $1,000. They won't let me list anything even more than that. So, and they'll pay for my listings. It used to be you had to pay 75 cents but no, they let you list 7 or whatever for free right now, or for me.
Yeah.
I told Nikki you guys should get a dog.
You should get a dog?
No, you should get a dog.
Where you live?
You should get a dog. I want a dog too.
Oh. Well, goddamn, I went out to the barn this morning and a dog scared the living shit out of me this morning. A big old fucking mastiff.
Where? On your property?
Yeah, I don't know where he come from. He was he went 150 pounds.
Yeah.
And anyway, then I followed me. I was fucking worried. I didn't know if he was going to be aggressive or not. Anyway, I had a stick, and anyway, he was nice, and he followed me back to the house, and then got up on the front porch and went to sleep.
Did he?
Ate the cat food and slobbered everywhere, and then we left. He got a few pecks. He was nice enough. Anyway, and then I said, Nikki, let's go. We had to go to Savannah, and we come back, and he was gone. I don't know where he went.
Yeah. No, but they'd be good to have, so when you're not home or whatever, it can protect the house.
Right.
Yeah.
But he was a big dog. He was massive. Do you know what a mastiff is?
Yeah, they're those big ones, the big ones. I know what you're talking, like almost like a Saint Bernard or whatever.
Well, yeah, except they can be fucking mean as a bastard.
Yeah.
His head was bigger than me and Nicky put together.
You still got your long hair, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So what, have you had your supper?
Yeah.
What'd you have?
Oh, I went all out today. I hadn't anything good. I ordered from this restaurant or whatever.
You what?
I ordered from a restaurant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you must be doing alright. We can't afford to go to no restaurant.
Oh, I starved too. There's some days I wasn't eating nothing, just eating at the house, but every once in a while I do. Because eventually, I don't know, I might end up in the sticks, who knows, but you get sick of it. I've had pretty much all the food. I think I'm gonna, like I starve a lot too. But
We went to the grocery store yesterday, and so Nikki's got a roast in the crock pot today.
yeah, roast is good. And nothing's better than the home cooked because the restaurants don't cook it. That's what I notice. It pisses me off every time I order from a restaurant. I freaking hate the delivery drivers or the people on the phone. Like, they're all Indians and they're all especially the pizza restaurants. I every time I fall into it and I order the pizza, I have to tell myself, don't do it again, because it's always some rude Indian guy or something like that, and then it pisses me off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having Nikki make a roast in the crock pot, and I guess we'll have mashed potatoes
Yeah.
and stuff. So we
Yeah,
gotta work in Linden. We gotta go to Linden in the morning to work.
In the town?
Outside. Then we
Yeah.
gotta come back and go to Beachview and do a job.
Linden's a pretty big town. It's got, you look it up online, it's got a lot of videos of that World War II. They have a whole World War II. They're walking around as Nazi soldiers and whatnot, and they're shooting the guns. I've seen it on YouTube. And the Civil War or whatever.
Yeah. And then we gotta go to Flatwoods on Tuesday to work.
What are you doing? Plumbing under the...
Now we gotta start a new job at Flatwoods on Tuesday, a shop house. It's all plumbing. We're the plumbers.
Yeah. I want to do, I don't know.
We're going in Linden. If they want plumbing done, if you want it done right, you have to pay the price. You gotta phone Slote.
Yeah. It's hard, those one jobs. I'm good at the computer, but I wish I had more trade skills. Like, I tried watching because I got a landline. I'm paying for a landline now because I wanted to get one so I have one for my buzzer, and the telephone guy was here. He had to set up the landline. And I try to understand how they got... Well, I figured it out. They bring in the telephone whatever from the company on the big wire, the biggest line, and then they bring it down wherever in the building or the house, and then it splits up, sort of like your power lines in your house to the outlets, from your breaker to your outlet.
Right.
And that's how they do the telephone jacks all around the house. It's the same thing, just a telephone wire line or whatever to the outlet, and that's how they do it to the thing.
Right.
Yeah. But it's crazy how the frequency, you can hear how those wires and whatnot, how wires work, how you can be on the internet, you can watch a movie, but it's all going through that little wire, electricity through the wire and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah. I wish I would have built a house. I should have took up your offer when you told me when younger. You said I could have that other house. I should have been right on it and said, okay, and went over there and fixed it up and did all that. But time goes so quick.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you stay in trouble, maybe we can get a pardon.
I don't know. Probably. I wish you would come up. I wish you would sell your place and move and buy a house in Canada.
That ain't happening, Tommy.
Not even when you're older, like 90 or...
Nope.
What are you going to do when you're 90? You're not going to...
Tom, you don't understand. This is our home now.
I know.
This is our home. I asked you when you left with your mother, when I finally heard from you, and I said, listen, Tom, I can get you your citizenship and come back, and you'd be able to go back and forth, and you wanted no part of it.
Because I like it in Ontario, Dad. It's a lot of people are...
What you don't understand, Tom, is you could have had both. You could have come there or come here.
They screwed me. I got screwed by that Phil Thompson. He fucking got me an assault charge.
No, your mother's.
Yeah, I got screwed by a lot of people. I got screwed by my brother, too. I got another stupid fucking thing because of him. Okay, they screwed me up bad. I look back and I'm like, damn.
But anyway, you were old enough to, when I called you and said, listen, Tom, we can get it straightened out and get you dual citizenship so you can go back and forth across the border whether you had a criminal record or not.
Yeah, I never used to have no criminal record.
But what I'm saying is, even if you had a criminal record, you could have went back and forth because you would have been a dual citizen.
Well, I can still get it. You just have to fax me the paperwork or whatever that you had.
Don't, Tom, because it's too fucking late now.
No, I could still claim it.
You had until you were 21 years old to do it. Your mother told me and Nikki, she was going to do it. She wouldn't sign. All she had to do was sign one paper when you were a child.
Well, believe it or not, I don't want to start a fight, but what I'll have to do is say when you get older and you do end up passing away or whatever, I'd have to tell them that I got screwed, that nobody did it for me, and because of my circumstances, it should be exempted or whatever.
Well, that ain't going to happen, Tommy. That won't happen.
Because there's a law, I searched it up, that it's the kin law with the kinship or whatever. There's a law that states when you die that the person that's your kin, your son or whatever, should be appointed to certain properties and whatnot.
Tom.
I don't know, Dad. I'll have to figure it out in the future. I don't know how the properties are all going to go in the future. There's so many immigrants. Well, they let in all these 10,000 fucking Haitians. They're gonna be working and they're gonna buy all the property. It's gonna be all fucking Haitians and shit that own all the. By the time I'm your age, it's gonna be pure Haitians and Muslims that own everything in America. I'm gonna be stuck with no house, no nothing.
Well, Tom. Doesn't your mother own a house and stuff?
No, but she's a goddamn idiot. It's not about her, and I love my mom, but when it comes to that, no, we don't own any. I don't own anything. I'm done. I have to figure it out in my life. That's my.
What you do with all the fucking she got from me and the house and the property in Florida and stuff.
All she does, she just likes the casino and all that. I'm the one that's got property. I got the Xbox and my computer and the monitor. She leases her vehicle. I've made money. I bought a Cadillac for cash. Now I learned the business deal that I did wrong, and I bought my motorcycle cash. I own more stuff than her. She owned. She leases her vehicle. I owned my Cadillac. That's what it was. There was a lot of jealousy, and I should have never bought the Cadillac. I should have saved the money to my bank and waited till I was smart enough to make a big move like buy a vehicle in cash. I understand it now. And I'm lucky I figured it out now. I'm not 30-something years old figuring it out. 27. I could get back on my feet. I could become something. I could own, you never know, I could own property one day and have a vehicle and all that. You never know. If I worked hard, I figured it out.
I know. Yeah, you can. You can if you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
I had to do it. When I got stuck forever, and I had to start over.
Yeah, and then once you get everything back, you feel better, and then you start to do better than you used to.
Well, Tom, I had to, whether you know or not, when your mother screwed me, I had to build back, work hard. Yeah, we lived pretty fucking simple. Like when we were in first time in Tennessee with you, we were getting back. We were starting out, but I'll tell you something. Now, after hard work.
Oh, we were rich. We ate tons of food every night. We had our bellies full. We had the computers. You had acres and acres of property. We could have made a lot. We could have made a lot of millions off that property.
Well, anyway, now it took me fucking over 15 years to get where we are today, and I don't own a cock fucking dime to nobody.
Yeah, I know. But you sacrifice for your food sometimes. You always cook at home and all that.
Well, that's right. You have to fucking do what you have to do. If we wanted to vote for dinner, yeah, we can vote for dinner. But I ain't gonna throw my fucking money away.
Yeah. You can't. Then you're basically handing it right to the enemy. When you go to the restaurant, say you go to the restaurant every night, the amount you're paying for the one meal could be a whole week's meal. You're basically paying somebody's car note. It's only $150 a month or whatever to finance $200 a month to finance a new vehicle. So say you're going to some restaurant every night and you're paying $50, $25, $30 or whatever. After 5 times you go there, that's enough to pay somebody's whole car bill.
Right. Yeah. So, well, isn't your mother living with you?
She has the next room over, but she also has the trailer that the one guy she works for. She doesn't own the trailer, but she's staying in it. But it's only seasonal, and she's supposed to come back here. But instead of saving her money, she has to go to Florida for a couple months in the wintertime to go fantasize down there. She doesn't own property. Like, I don't get her. She doesn't own it. That's what I try to tell her. You don't own any property down there. There's nothing for you really down there. What you should do is just, save your money and then buy it. You can have it's like, why would you just go down there to go to the casino and stupid fucking drinking? It's like, how much alcohol can you drink? It's only a synthesized, it's like, how much alcohol? There's so much other stuff that you could buy with money. I don't understand the whole going to Florida all the time thing.
Right.
But that's what she wants to do.
Well, I know she sold the place that she owns in Keystone Heights that I gave her.
Oh, that was so long ago. She sold that, ate that. Oh, you gotta watch her. She's a snake there sometimes. I love her, but you gotta watch her around the money and all that. She's real shiesty.
Oh, I know, Tom.
She starts fake fights. She doesn't appreciate what she has. She just wants to profit off of it and make it a quick flip. She'll stab you in the back for any other kind of guy or whatever, for any amount of money you got, even her own son. Like, there's stuff that goes missing. You have to watch anything around her, believe it or not. Stuff will go missing. Like, my flashlight just went missing, and I would never, and a whole load of stuff has just went on. So I watch her around the stuff, and she doesn't understand the property stuff. She thinks everything's throwaway.
Right. Anyway. So you're kicked back, and we're going to go in and have our supper here in a minute.
All right. I've been playing the game, and there's the motorcycle in the game. I got it customized.
Right.
Yeah, it looks good. It's not a real motorcycle, but it looks good in the game. It's got the white, what are they called? The matte white and matte black. But it's the fenders or whatever. Not the fender, but the handlebars and everything is white, and then the rest is matte black and whatever with the wheels and whatnot. But.
Oh yeah. We were going to go for a ride yesterday, but it rained. We were going to go to the Trail of Tears ride, but...
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of documentaries about Daytona Beach. They have a lot of Daytona Beach, and they have a lot of that Dakota, South Dakota, the Daytona Beach and the other, with the bars. There's all types of bars, and I don't know how some of these guys afford that. They must just starve, and then they buy their motorcycle, and then, because there's some guys crazy looking. You would never expect them to have these big, expensive motorcycles or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll let you go, and you take care, okay?
All right, love you. Say hi to Nikki.
I talked to Uncle Roy today. Uncle Roy turned 81.
Yeah, he's getting older.
Yeah.
I seen him 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. So, anyway, all right, we'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you.